Hi there and welcome back to RC Model Reviews, another not so weekly news. And where am I? Well, I'm over here, but look at this. I wanted you to marvel at this just for a moment. Look at the bench. It is, well, not tidy, but there's a bit of a gap in the middle, which is something unusual, isn't it? But hey, I'm going to fill that up because coming up very shortly, I've got lots of reviews to do. I've got this is a little miniquad, a plastic polycarb, I think it is, miniquad from hold on. I'm old and I forget, I better have a look. Come on, open up. It is, comes with a note from Gokei Akdoru. I think that's how you say it, but I'm useless anyway. I'll sit down so you can see my face. Not that that's going to be particularly enjoyable for most of you. Yeah, from Gokei Akdoru. Oh, yes. I'm useless with, just like Dave Jones of the EEV blog, don't ask me to pronounce foreign names. I'm absolutely useless at it. But anyway, he has sent me a TGA frame, which is actually interesting because it's molded from polycarb, I think it is. What does it say? Different material, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, polycarbonate. And as we all know, polycarbonate is very strong. It's a kind of plastic. And he sent me this frame to build up. They're about 50 bucks, I think. So I'm going to knock that up. Miniquad, of course. Sorry, you in the back rattling your jewellery. So that review is going to be coming up. I've got also, what else came in today? I've got HeadPlay. A lot of people said, you're going to review the HeadPlay. Well, yes, I'm going to. There you go. And I've got a couple of radio transmitters to review. I've got the, what is it? The Hitec Flash 7 and Flash 8. Now, I've done a review of the Flash 7 for Airborne magazine, and I'm going to do a review of the Flash 8 for Airborne magazine in a day or two. So I'm going to review this on my channel. If you want to see what this is like, it's quicker to buy a copy of Airborne magazine because I'm going to leave it for a month or two before I review this so that Airborne gets a chance to have the review published in their magazine. But I've already done the magazine review on this, so I'm going to do the bench review on it. This is the Flash 7, and then in a month or so time, I'm going to look at the difference between this and that. Why would you buy that if you've got this, or if you're going to choose between the two, which would you choose? And are they actually worth buying? Those are the things you want to know. What else have I got? Oh, and the people from Flying Cinema have sent me version 2 of the Cinetank. And as you know, I have version 1 of the Cinetank, and I've used it actually quite as a utility craft for quite a bit of stuff when I tested the SkyZone 3D. That's what I used. And I'm going to do a bit more work with the Cinetanks. They are a good step up from miniquads if you want to do some, you know, aerial video. And of course they've got that, the dirty frame, clean frame section that I think QAV invented. They've used it on here. This is working really good. So yeah, watch out for version 2 of the Cinetank review. And there's bound to be other stuff that I've forgotten because I'm old and I didn't make a list. Anyway, everyone's asking, what about the UHF reviews? Well, I've spent so much time editing these up. Problem is getting them down to a reasonable size. There's an awful lot of information, and the problem was I couldn't get them down below about an hour long each review. And I thought, oh, this is no good because people don't want hour-long videos. What am I going to do? So what I have decided to do is make them much shorter. I'm re-editing so that they're quite short. They'll be a little bit like looking at the Easy UHF hardware, Easy UHF software, Easy UHF performance, and Easy UHF ease of use, things like that. And then there'll be the Dragon Link hardware, Dragon Link software. So I'm going to break it up into little blocks, and then I'm going to make playlists. Oh, why didn't I think of that before? Playlists, so that you can then choose the playlist to perhaps you just want to look at all the different hardware, how the hardware compares. You can choose the hardware playlist, and it'll go through the hardware for the Shearer, for the Easy UHF, for the Dragon Link, for the Arcbird. You compare the hardware by looking at that playlist of short videos. But if you just want to know about the, for example, the Easy UHF, you can choose the Easy UHF playlist, and it will show you the hardware, the software, just for the Easy UHF. Oh, brilliant. So there'll be a matrix of videos. You can just choose the playlist to look at it how you like. So I'm right in the middle of doing that, re-editing, because no one wants to watch a total of about 6 hours of video in great big fat chunks. And this way you can watch just what you're interested in. Woohoo! So stay tuned for that. That's why I got my jacket on today. It's really cold because, hey, it's winter down here. And I didn't even bother turning the heater on because I wanted to rush and do the weekly news and rush out again so I can get on with that video stuff. So there you go. And I've got a camera coming that I mentioned about, the camera from GearBest. I've got one coming from GearBest. It's the Hero 2 Black or something, Hero 2. It's obviously playing on the GoPro, but it's a little high resolution 1080p 60 frames per second action camera with an RF, really, really handy thing. Excuse me a moment, I'm going to cough. No, I don't have a cold yet, but I edited that out, did you notice? Anyway, so this little camera, it's got an LCD screen on the back. When I mentioned that, some people said, we don't want an LCD screen, it's extra weight and something to get broken, but hey, I'm not a Wi-Fi kind of guy. As I showed you, my phone's pretty out of date. But this comes with a wrist strap that has a remote control on it. So how many times have you taken off with a model and then thought, oh damn, I forgot to turn on the Mobius or the GoPro or whatever. Well, with this, the way it looks, I haven't got it yet, I'm only going from the brochure. You can touch a button on your wrist and start recording. Woohoo! Really cool, really handy. Try it out, see if it goes. It could be interesting, another entry in the action camera lineup. So that's all. One thing I've noticed, speaking of action cameras, the Mobius, everyone uses it, it's great. And I, like most people, I stick Velcro on the bottom of my Mobius and I can Velcro it onto any model I've got. Works really well. On a miniquad, I put a Velcro strap around it again because in a crash, quite often they'll fly off and they're hard to find because they're black. Now, runcam were listening when they made the runcam HD. It's silver, much easier to find, I guess, unless you crash into a big pile of silver cutlery. But it's easy to find. However, one failing with the runcam. The surface of the runcam isn't that sort of rubbery, texturized black stuff. It's a silvery stuff, and it's actually quite greasy. And the Velcro doesn't stick to it very well. The sticky back on the Velcro, it peels off. I've forgotten how many times now I've crashed my miniquad, gone over to find it, and found, oh, the Velcro's still stuck on, but the actual Mobius has come unstuck from the sticky backing on the Velcro. So I have to hunt, no, sorry, not the Mobius, the runcam has come unstuck from the sticky backing. So I have to hunt for it. And sometimes it's hard to find because, you know, this time of the year, leaves everywhere, disappears under the leaf litter. What a nightmare. So runcam, it'd be really nice if you made the coating on your camera something that was Velcro sticky friendly so that it would really, really stick. I'm going to sand mine down and try and make a good surface for the Velcro to key on, but it kind of butchers up the camera, but never mind. The other thing is, can we please have a buzzer, a beeper inside our Mobiuses or our runcams? Wouldn't that be great? So that you can just sort of, perhaps after a few minutes of an activity, it could start beeping because it'd make it a lot easier to find under all that leaf litter. Anyway, those are on the side. This is the quick weekly news, so I will say thank you for watching, and I will now get back to the nice clean bench. Actually, I won't. I'll go home, finish editing up some videos, so watch for those UHF videos coming up very, very shortly, now that I've decided or found a way to make them bite-sized. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon. Back to the bench for a little bit.